Hi, and welcome to Paranormal Aardvark. This is the new introductory video to explain just exactly what Paranormal Aardvark is going to be all about. I'm in the same place that I did my very first video for Our World of Wonders, in which I am co-host with my best friend Charlotte, and it's a paranormal investigation show. This is going to be slightly different. I've been writing a book on paranormal incidents that have happened to me, why I'm interested, how I learned to protect myself, how to clear, how to cross people over. I've had so many questions that I know that this is a really needed thing. Everybody needs to know how to deal with these issues because it's part of living in our world. And I intend to just give you a quick little look at the house that started everything about 33 years ago that really piqued my interest. I'm here with my son helping me to put this video together, so I hope you look forward to the first installment of Paranormal Aardvark, and our explanations will continue just around the corner. Okay, so we've moved down the street a little ways, and this is the house that more or less started everything. You can see the large tower and the window with the green shutters underneath. 33 years ago, when I was walking down here with my husband to look at the nice old houses, I saw somebody in that top window. I didn't mention it to my husband because at the time I didn't want to freak him out. I didn't know what he was into or what he knew about the paranormal, so I didn't say anything. Years later, I had someone asked me what I did on the weekend, and I said we walked down the street, we were looking at the houses, and she says, "Oh my God, did you go by the creepy house with the guy in the tower?" And that was my first confirmation that it wasn't just me seeing things, there were other people. I did come back to do an introductory video for Our World of Wonders and talked about the incident at the house. And then I realized that there's been somebody trapped there for over 30 years. I didn't know how long, could have been 100 years, I didn't know. So I came back to do a clearing. So we'll move down a little closer so you can get a better look at the area. Okay, so here we are, the tower and the front window where I got photographs of the person. We just had the owners drive in, so we're gonna walk down the street a little ways and I'll continue the story. So we've moved a little ways down the street. If my son can turn around and just show up the street. We're just past that driveway is where we walked down from. You can see the gateway. So the exact same thing happened when I was filming this for Our World. I came by, explained I was going to do a crossing over for this person because that was our whole thing. If we found something, we were going to deal with it. And I got to the front steps so I could get a good clear shot of the window. They were 15 feet away from me, bent over, doing gardening and spring cleaning. So I'm just sort of like, whoa, and kept walking and stopped down here behind these beautiful trees to do the clearing and the healing from here. So it's kind of opportune that it happened again, where they just sort of pulled in the driveway as we were filming. So that's an interesting thing. So I did cross over the person that was there, and that's a story for another time. And just down the street, down near the corner, there's another thing that I would like to show you. It has to do with smudging and clearing. So we'll get a picture of that, and we'll be right back in a few minutes. Okay, hi, we're down at that special location that I was telling you about. One of the things I'm going to be talking about is clearing using incense in various forms to do that. And down here is where I have gotten some resins. These are spruce trees, I believe. And if you look just up here, this is a very hard, dried form of resin where you would definitely need a knife of some sort to get it off of the tree. And just over here, this is a fresher bit of resin where you can see if I push how soft this is, and you can get that with just like a plastic picnic knife or spoon, something like that, something to scrape it. So the other one is more of a hard, that's been there for quite some time and has gone through the summer and has sort of sealed itself. The only thing that I would like to mention, oh, it smells wonderful, is when you're using resins, you may need to use a little piece of charcoal It's made for incense. It's round. You light it and then you put the resin on it, because this stuff on its own is very difficult to burn, and it does like black smoky trails. So it's something that you sort of need to do outside, because when it burns, they call it smutty, and that's the black smoke, and it can leave residue and things. Very natural, free if you know where to find it. So it is a good thing to use. It's also good to mix it with something else. So I wanted to show you that, because that's something that I will be talking about in Paranormal Aardvark. Hi, we've decided to stop again by this lovely bush. It doesn't have the little red berries on it at the moment, but as far as I can tell, this is a Y-E-W bush or tree, very sacred in Celtic religions. Usually wands are made from this. It's also very toxic, so it's not something that you could burn, although it is a very sacred bush, and I thought, hey, why not tell everybody while I'm standing right beside it? Just another pointer. Hi, that's more or less the little bit of a tour. I'm down in one of my favorite places, just at the bottom of the hill from my house, where I have filmed a lot of different elemental energies, from orbs to physical smoky beings shaped like dragons, which one of my favorite things, and little lights and things like that. So I thought it would be a good place to stop. It's very near a natural spring which runs down the bottom here, which my son is showing you right now. That is another thing that I'll be talking about, elementals and water and various other things. The whole reason behind doing Paranormal Aardvark is also attached to the book that I am writing called Paranormal Eyes. And it's about living in a supernatural world, which we all live in. The way the energies are shifting right now, people are becoming more aware. People that would never have been considered a sensitive person who could see or sense things are now sensing them, because the energies are shifting, which I will explain how all of that works. The book itself talks about things that led me to where I am today. Paranormal events that happened, weird things that happened, people that I met, how it influenced me to become who I am today, and up to the point where my good friend Charlotte and I decided to do a YouTube show, because we were so disheartened by the way a lot of the television shows are done. Everyone does need to know how to protect themselves. Simple, 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 yet most people will tell you you can't do it yourself. That's crap. I'm thinking of another word, but that's the simplest one. You can make your own holy water. You don't need to be a priest. You don't need to be a Catholic. But they would like to think that the only way you can be saved is through their practices, because that's how they make their money. Everyone needs to know just what and how these things work. And I would like to let everyone know something that they deserve to know without having to pay a lot of money. The classes that I will be going over and talking about with you in a very simple way, so that you can clearly understand how to do these things for yourself, would cost hundreds of dollars if you went to specific classes done by specific people. And I was told at a very young age, when things were happening, that I know how to do this, you'll be safe, you'll be protected. And they really did not know what they were doing. We were not protected, and some bad things really happened, which is part of the anecdotes that are in the book that I will be talking to you about. So through my 55 years of experience, I'm going to pass them on to anybody who wants to learn and know and better understand. And all for free, because it's on YouTube. So I hope you'll join me on Paranormal Aardvark, and be patient as I go through my Paranormal Eyes. It's only about half written, so it's going to be a mishmash of things, but the lessons there are things that you really, really should know. You have a right to know, because you live in a supernatural world. It's everywhere. It's not scary. It's only scary if you think it's scary or that you shouldn't know. And we will break through that. Everybody has a right to know, and I hope you're going to enjoy it. I know I'm going to enjoy filming and talking about it, so very soon we'll have the first videos up, and I hope you join us.